Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to Non-Woke Month on here on my channel. Yes, every single movie I'm reviewing is going to have people of color. Yes, it either has leads that are color or supporting cast that are color or interracial couples. Yeah, I'm all for the cause, guys. So here we go, and let's the good times roll for September. The first movie is a 1997 romantic musical fantasy film from Disney. Yes, this is one of Disney's kind of a remake, but it's its own take. It's the Roger and Hammerstein's version of a classic fairy tale, Cinderella. Yes, starring two black women. Yes, mostly Brandy Norwood as Cinderella and the late great Whitney Houston as the fairy godmother. Yeah, may she rest in peace, as well as Chadwick. But anyway, um, yeah, this movie was directed by Robert Iscove and written by Robert L. Friedman. It's based on the French fairy tale. You know, you guys have heard the story before. You know, poor girl gets brutalized by her wicked stepmother and her stepsisters, and then she, finds a fairy godmother to go to a ball, and then find her Prince Charming. You know the story, but this is a more modern take on it. Back in '97, I was 12 when this came out, and I love musicals, so this was right up my alley. It's the second remake of the third version of Roger Hammerstein's musical, which originated as a TV movie in 1957. I haven't seen that version. It's adapted from the Hammerstein book. Freeman modernized the script to appeal more to contemporary audiences by updating its themes, particularly rewriting its main character into a struggle heroine. And I will say this without even seeing it, because I already saw the original Disney version. This is better than the 2015 version. They didn't Britishize it and make it for an audience of people that like, oh, we have to make it more international and have more foreign actors. No, that didn't work in the New Mutants. It doesn't work here. It's the exact same story. You just made Cinderella. You try to make her more Mary Sue, and I don't care about that. Here, she is stronger but more strong-willed instead of what you call it, the typical damsel of distress, or OP. But and it has a massive interracial cast. Besides Brandy, you have Jason Alexander. He's one of one of the people that works at the palace. You have Whoopi Goldberg as the queen, and you have Bernadette Peters as the wicked stepmother. She's great. She can sing. You have Vienna Cox as one of the stepsisters. Natalie Dessey as the other stepsister. One is white and one is black. Again, it's all for the cause here, and it worked because it's not like they beat it over your head. They never say that Cinderella is black in the entire movie, which is great because what you see is what you get here. Victor Garber, yes, a Canadian actor. So that's a nice shout out to my Canadian friends out there. And Paulo Montalban, he's a Filipino Asian actor that he plays the prince, and it's great. The songs, there's a reason why this is better than the other Disney version. It's different. It's not the exact same freaking movie, beat for beat. The same exact songs, the same dialogue, the same freaking scenarios. No, all of the songs in this movie are different from the Disney version, from the '50s version and the 2015 version. It's completely different, not just with the color of the skin, but also the songs, which I will get to. And this movie had a huge budget for like a TV movie. And unlike Hamilton, there is dialogue here, so it's not just singing for the entire movie. That was great, but I'll review that eventually because it has a Spanish lead, so it counts. Roger and Hammerstein's Cinderella ranks as the most expensive television film ever made at $12 million, and that was a lot of money back then. And the movie was delayed, just like half of the things this year, but it pulled through, and it was made, released, and people cared. Unlike New Mutants. Heavily promoted to relaunch the anthology series The Wonderful World of Disney, Hammerstein's Cinderella aired on November 2nd, 1997. I was 12. To generally lukewarm reviews because you know how people were back then. They were, I guess they weren't ready for an interracial cast, but I loved it, so I didn't care what the lukewarm. It was mostly reviews praised the film's costumes. Yeah, they're gorgeous. The sets and the supporting cast. Yeah, there's a lot of practical effects and real locations. They use a real interior for the castle and for the town. It feels like a Broadway show. And supporting cast: Peters, Alexander Goldberg. Television critics were divided on Brandy and Houston's performances. They're amazing. Their singing is absolutely astounding. Yeah, maybe their voices are a little scratchy when they talk, but hey, I'm attracted to black women, so that is exactly what I was looking forward to. And I was 12. Disney's more feminist approach to Brandy. Well, they did the same thing in 2015, and Lily James got us so much praise for it. Why? She's freaking a freaking bint. She can't act. If you saw Baby Driver, she's the worst part of that movie, and she's not the singer that Brandy is. More divisive, my ass. Brandy's way better than freaking Lily James. Cinderella proved a major rating success. Originally, 60 million people watched this. So, eat my ass, 2015 version. You're just the same freaking movie, just with a different shade of paint. You Britishized it just like you did with The Force Awakens. That's not what I want, guys. It's not what I want. Sorry. And established itself as the most watched TV musical in decades until like High School Musical 2, which but at the time, for a Disney Channel movie, it broke the record, and it's still the most watched TV movie ever made. It was nominated for several industry awards, including Primetime Emmy. Uh, it won for astounding art direction because the movie is gorgeous. It's got a lot of color. They didn't sap all the color like in Beauty and the Beast. It's not a shot for shot remake like Lion King or Aladdin, and I know because it's the same freaking movie. I saw clips. It's the same movies. They just put more foreign actors because they think that's what we want. No, we want an interracial cast that's not shoved in our face, and this proved it. 60 million people. Today, that would be like 160 million people streaming. Yeah, because this was 97, over 20 years ago, and it was done different. I like something that's different. The program's success inspired Disney and ABC to produce several similar musical productions. The Hammerstein Cinderella is regarded by contemporary critics as a groundbreaking film due to the unprecedented diversity. Yeah, diversity that freaking works. Where's your diversity in New Mutants? You got a white girl, another white girl, a tan guy that's not Brazilian, that's not dark skinned, and there's no black people in the movie. And you got Alice Braga. Where's your diversity, huh? It's not just women. You have to have more than that. You have to have an Asian or a Middle Eastern or an Indian or a freaking a Spanish person or somebody from Africa. Be different. Show some diversity in a good way. And you know the story. Hear the songs. Let me tell you the songs. Hold on. There's a lot of songs in the movie, but they're completely different. They're not the exact same freaking songs that I heard in the Disney version. Bippity boppity poo, they don't say it in this version. It's different. And there's a play that came out a long time ago. Wait, do they even have the songs? I'm going to have to look it up. I don't want to put the songs, I don't want to get a copyright infringement from Disney. You know how they are. Songs list. There's the prologue where Whitney Houston introduces herself. It sets the tone right away. She has a gorgeous voice. She's like, impossible for a plain country pumpkin to become a golden carriage. It's possible for a plain country pumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. She sets the tone right there. I love her curly hair, her brown skin. I love her voice. I miss her so much. She steals the show, if you ask me. Divisive my ass. The 2015 version is worse. I know it. I can feel it in my guts. When I saw the fairy godmother in that version, I'm like, Helen Butter Carter, what are you doing? You can't sing. You're weird, but I like you in Tim Burton movies. This was not a Tim Burton movie. It was a Kenneth Branagh movie. Yeah, the same guy that ruined Artemis Fowl. Another adaptation of a book that was ruined. You have the overture. You have the sweetest sound by Brandy and Paolo. You have the Princess giving a ball. That's a great musical number. Jason Alexander sings really well. He's worked for Disney before. A year before this, he did a Hunchback of Notre Dame, which is a very dark Disney movie. Oh my God. I saw that as a kid and it almost scared the hell out of me. Literally. Also, you have In My Own Little Corner, Brandy. She sings really well. Falling in Love. Yeah, it's a good song because it's amazingly a girl song. There's also the magic lyrics, the search lyrics. There's also and there's also why would a fella want a girl like her, a girl who's merely beauty? Why would a fella? The singing is amazing. It's live singing. It's not pre-recorded. They're actually singing on the set. It's really well done. If you've seen Les Miserables, the 2012 version where they're actually singing, Unlike in Beauty and the Beast, where Emma Watson can't sing, guys. Can act, but she can't sing. Uh, in The Lion King, you have what's his face can't sing. Seth Rogen. He's not a singer. He's a voice actor. He's a good comedian. Not a singer. Lily James. I've never heard her sing. The girl that plays Jasmine in Aladdin. Oh, she's the new Indina Menzel. No, she's not. Her Speechless is just a wannabe Let It Go. And I don't want a wannabe. I want something different. Not just a song with different lyrics that's trying to be the next Let It Go, where she's like doing all this. I'm like, you're not Elsa, okay? There's a reason why Elsa's one of the most beloved Disney characters of all time after Cinderella. Because she's beautiful, has the voice of an angel, and she's strong and she's freaking appealing. We didn't get that with the Aladdin remake. People just saw it for the nostalgia. This is the real nostalgia right here. Yeah. And this is not a knock on Disney. I'm just do something different. This is a different take on a classic story without copying the Disney version. I saw the Disney version, guys. I did. I love the original Disney version. It didn't need an update. It set a predecessor for the. It set the bar very high. I did see the 1950s version. Hold on. It was from 1950. This one was done about 40 years later, 47 years. I did see the original, so I love the original, but the 2015 version, I just have no interest. It's the same freaking movie. Oh, they made her strong willed. Well, they did it in the 97 version first. Hold on. Ugh. I'm sorry. I don't want to do that on camera. I'm not disgusting. I have a lot of phlegm. But anyway, this 1997 version, if you've never seen it, they have it on YouTube. It's a really good version. It's the version to see other than the freaking 2015 version. It's like, this is the only one we could see. No, this 97 version is available to stream and it's on DVD if you can find it. Divided my ass. Movies nowadays are divisive. You think that people wanted to see Bloodshot or Doolittle or freaking an interracial Star Wars where all you do is say, yeah, this is diverse because you have a female lead that's British and a dark skinned British guy. What diversity is there? No, you just shoved a bunch of UK people in my face, and I don't want that. It's been done already to death. I have a friend from the UK on YouTube named John Quinn. He's a good guy. He's not an asshole that throws things in my face. That's what J.J. Abrams did. And all these other people, where they have to have a diverse cast and it doesn't save the movie. Look at Pacific Rim Uprising. Baenga did that and it failed. You don't have to force diversity. Here it was done in a way that was an experiment and it worked. It worked. It was something different. I like different, but different in a good way. Not like New Mutants, where it's more of a horror movie than a X-Men movie, and it failed. And that's why people were like, because it's not good. This is actually good. It's entertaining. It's got color. It's got personality. Brandy actually can show emotion. She's not a robot. She does struggle sometimes, where she's like, she thought it was going to be easy to get the prince, but yeah, it's not. And the thing is, the movie worked. The diversity's not shoved in my face, and I like that. Of course, Walt Disney wouldn't like this because they said, "We get it, guys." In Watch Mojo, they gave the list that yeah, Disney was racist. We get it, okay? We get it. But now we have diversity in his films, which that's what I want. Lion King, yeah, you had a mostly black cast, but it's the same story, the exact same songs, the same freaking dialogue. You're just recreating it. Here, this is something different. It's a classic tale with a new spin. And it does end the way you expect. She gets the glass slipper, the prince marries her, they kiss, and Whitney Houston has this fantastic song at the end where she's like, "Oh, you go, girl." She's like, "Ooh, you can sky." She's amazing. I miss Whitney Houston a lot. It's one of her best performances. You want to see her sing her heart out. Besides at the Super Bowl when she sang the national anthem, this is one of her best performances ever. Period. That wasn't released theatrically. I would have loved to have seen this in the theater because I love musicals. I love black women. I love seeing an interracial cast that can act and can sing. Even Jason Alexander, and he was on Seinfeld when he was doing this. but he's amazing. He has an accent, but he nails. He commits. Everybody commits in this movie. That's what I love seeing. That's why this is not on Disney Plus is beyond me. Because this is a good movie. This is better than the freaking new one that came out. The reimagining. Yeah, you just turn a bunch of Brits and an Australian woman into a more, most orthodox voice. I don't want to see an orthodox version of your story. Just tell it differently. Do the same story, but a different twist on it. That's all I ask, Disney. Stop being lazy. I just recently saw the one and only Ivan. I was crying my eyes out when it was over. It's a beautiful story. It hit me. This also hit me. These remakes that they've done recently have been horrible. They're unappealing. They have no color. They're the same thing, just longer. This is longer, but it's not 2.5 hours. It's 88 minutes, not 3 hours long. We get it, okay? But that's all I got to say about the two. Are there flaws? Yeah, like I said, there's some parts in the middle that are kind of slow. Like the scene in the castle is way too long. Like when Cinderella's getting there, they sing her and Whitney Houston sing "It's Possible." It's a great song, but there's a lot of dancing, and it takes a little bit too long for the prince to see Cinderella. In the original, it was like a girl comes in, he gives a look to the king, and it just kind of goes on a little bit too long. And also, I like Victor Garber, but the king in the original version, in the animated version, just hilarious. Like he had so much personality. He had a big bushy mustache, and he yelled a lot. Yeah, he's a better version, but this is still a good take, though. It's not like, oh god, he's horrible. It's not like Jafar in the remake of Aladdin. I know what I'm talking. I know what I talk about. What I'm talking about, guys. I've seen the clips. I can make you rich. It's not a different take. It's not intimidating at all. Here, Brenda Peters is intimidating, and she's just amazing. Like I love seeing her in the Muppet Show, and she's just wonderful. Like as the Wicked Witch, as the Wicked Stepmother, excuse me, she's a lot better than freaking Kate Blanchett. Blanchett's an Oscar-winning actress, and I think she's amazing. But she's just doing the same thing that the '50s version did. I want a different take. Just saying, different means that if it's different and it's done well, it can work for me. If it's the exact same thing like Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, 2015, or Aladdin or The Lion King, it's the same freaking thing. Mulan's going to be the same thing, except they don't sing. They're taking it seriously. No Mushu, and the effects look bad. And I'm not going to pay extra to see that. It's the same freaking story. I'm not stupid, Disney. Give me something different. Give me something whimsical. Make me cry. Make me feel happy. Make me clap at the end. I did that for Frozen 2. I loved it. Do something different. Different doesn't mean bad, guys. It just means you're not doing the same thing. You know? But anyway, thanks for watching my first review of Non Woke Month. I'm doing this for the cause. This has been a horrible year. I need to step up my game, and I'm doing it right now. Even if the videos are 20 minutes. Hey, got nothing to lose, guys. We still got 3 months to go, and I got a lot of reviews ahead of me. So thank you, and see you next time.